we have a conscious mind and we also have a subconscious mind and we have your soul. So the main thing that we want to do is to protect your soul because your soul is the most important. It's very important, right?
For I taste and sing your goodness, and I stood in the power of your presence. Yeah, oh, little, little, yeah, oh, little, little.
Good afternoon, guys. As you can see earlier, I've recorded like kind of like a day or how my day started, going to church and all that. And I was talking to you guys about how I haven't been able to post a video in like 3 days because I just wanted to get that alone time with God and really go through the things that he wanted me to see and the things that he wanted me to talk to you guys about. So far, honestly, just spending time with them and praying and just communicating with them, there's a lot. There's a lot that happened. As you could see in the previous video, how I was on my way to work, and before that, just praying up and me and my wife getting into a little argument where it kind of ruined my whole entire day. But I was able to talk to God and communicate with God, right? And just asking them to turn this day around, because that's when the devil tries to come in, right? And just make your day bad. Depending on like how strong you are, you could let that happen. You could let him determine how your day is going to go, right? But I wasn't able to do that. I was able to just go to work, and treat everyone nicely. And the funny thing is, when I got there, one of my coworkers could see, because again, they never see me mad. They knew that something was bothering me because of how I was acting, my facial expression and everything, right? So at that very moment, I said, I'm not going to let the devil win. Let me go ahead and turn this day around, because that's normally how I don't act that way. So I was able to do that. So that was one thing that God showed me, right? So whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is, hard time or anything, right? Just connect and hang on to God and really lean on Him. And another thing was, Friday was my baby's girl. It was my baby's girl birthday. Now, I had so many emotions, because just seeing this little girl birth in front of my eyes, watching the whole thing, and to see that she's 2, is crazy. Because then I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful, because God allowed me to be her dad. God allowed me to go ahead and guide her. And the only thing that I pray about and ask for is that I want to instill in my kids the faith that I have, or more. I want them to have a relationship with God, because if I could do that, if I could instill that in them, I did my job, because I know that they will be perfectly fine in life, just because they have that backbone and they have a God that they could always lean on, right? So that's the number one thing which I wanted to instill. It was so much joy and everything in that day. And another thing was, again, today the pastor preached about how can you make an impact on other people's life, right? How do you do that? And then for me, as I was sitting there and I was listening, I was like, yo, I feel like I'm kind of doing that. I'm stepping into my calling, which is connecting with you guys and talking to you guys. And when I do this, I find that I have peace. I find that I'm enjoying. Doesn't matter what's going on in my world, right? But when I come in front of the camera and talk to you guys, I have peace. And today I want to talk to you guys about just controlling the things that you hear, see, and how that it affects you, right? Because we have a conscious mind and we also have a subconscious mind, and we have your soul. So the main thing that we want to do is to protect your soul, because your soul is the most important. It's very important. Once the devil get a hold of your soul, it's very hard to kind of get that back, right? So we want to protect that with the things that we see, because then if you're sitting there addicted to pornography or just watching things that are not right, watching things that uh things that is just not good for you, right? Your conscious mind takes those things and it downloads it to your your subconscious mind. So underneath that, so imagine something on top and then the thing right underneath that, the subconscious mind, sub on the bottom, right? So it downloads it, and then it takes all of these things that you are downloading and it's sending it to your subconscious mind. So the things that you see, the things that you hear, everything is downloading it and sending it to your subconscious mind. So from that point on, your subconscious mind is looking at it like, well, here you go, soul. This is the thing that I've been getting. This is the thing that he is feeding me or she is feeding me. This is all I have for you. And then at that point, your soul is like, yo, this is not good stuff. We cannot put this in here. So your soul talks back to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind goes and talks to your conscious mind like, yo, this is not right. So then when you're doing things that you aren't supposed to be doing, right? Sometimes you kind of feel guilty about it. If you really think about it, sometimes you feel guilty about it, and you're like, man, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but why am I doing it? That could also be your subconscious mind talking to you like, this is the only bad thing, the junk that you're feeding me. And we don't want to download it into your soul yet. So what is it? Do you have anything else? And then once your subconscious mind goes back and see and downloads the same old thing, the conscious mind's taking all of that and passing it to the subconscious take all that information and turns around and gives it to the soul. The soul's like, okay, I have nothing to do now. I got to download it. So once you download it, it's very hard to delete it. It's like a hard drive. If you see a hard drive, it's super, 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 super hard to reset it, right? It takes a lot of work. That's just the same thing, right? It's going to take a lot of prayers. It's going to take a lot of fasting. It's going to take a lot of worship, and it's going to take a lot of time for you to be alone with God. All right, in order to reset and delete all that, which again, it happens to the best of us, right? It happens to the best of us where we keep feeding our minds negativity, okay? And when that happens, it's very hard. And then that goes in even in the spiritual world when you are sleeping, right? And then your dreams are always either someone chasing you or you're either having a wet dream or something like that, and people find that normal, right? A wet dream, people find that normal. Nah, it ain't. It's not normal, man. You're connected with someone in the spiritual world that can't let you go. So every relationship that you're trying to get to in this real life, that spiritual world is like, nah, we have control of you, right? All the pornography that you watch, all that things, now you're ours. We don't want to share you, right? And then I could dive in deep to that, into the spiritual world, but I want to make this video just nice and short and try to edit a little bit and give you guys a little something. But thank you for watching. Okay, bye.